To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Here. Ms. Ronio. Ms. John.
Here.
Mr. Sherem.
Here.
Dr. Shute.
Here.
Colonel Hasselhoff.
On special occasions, or on rare occasions, superintendent gets to do something that's even beyond those special things he gets to do with the children in the district, and that is recognize and acknowledge individuals who are part of our heritage and our history. And many of the individuals in our heritage and history have been people who have served our nation, people who have represented us all around the world in the military. And this evening we have an opportunity to recognize a gentleman and acknowledge his accomplishments through the state law of Oklahoma, which allows us to award a diploma to anyone who had served in the military during prescribed time periods, and these are prescribed in law, and who was who was honorably discharged from the military and is a current resident of Oklahoma. And this evening I have the opportunity to introduce you to Mr. Melvin J. Ishmael. If you would, sir, join us here. You go by Joe? Okay. We're going to scrap the Melvin, and we're going to go with Joe Ishmael, if that's okay. Mr. Ishmael served in the Air Force. He spent 3 years in the military. He quit school to join the Air Force, but he later passed the GED while he was in the Air Force. He was born and raised in Lawton. He now claims to be semi-retired, and he was in the construction business for over 40 years. I don't think he's semi-retired. I think he's still going great guns all the time, but he's trying to make it look like he's slowed down. He's been involved in the Lawton Chamber of Commerce. He is a Red Coat ambassador. He's a past president of Lawton Noon Lions Club. His wife Edith is, I believe, oh, she's taking the pictures. I'm sorry, lost you for a moment. And she has 3 adult children and 7 grandchildren. Are any of those in Lawton currently?
We just have one, this gentleman.
Okay. So, Mr. Ishmael has met all of the requirements to be awarded a diploma from Lawton High School. He would have been a 1957 graduate. That would have been 56 years ago. And we're going to honor him this evening by making him this year's first graduate from Lawton High School after 56 years. So, Mr. Ishmael, congratulations, sir. God bless you, and thank you for your service. Would you like to say anything?
Well, it's an honor and a privilege. It's something that I've always wanted and I've always got. I remember when I was a child growing up, we used to buy a mini car from Mr. Wade, Charlie's dad. But we don't want to go back that far, I don't think. It is an honor and a privilege, and I thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It is an honor to get to recognize the people in our community that have defended our nation and given of themselves, and Mr. Ishmael certainly is one of those. And I would note that I started to school the same year he would have graduated. Okay, so.
I didn't know I was staying for 4 hours.
We have, the nitty-gritty is that we have 8 schools that have expressed, elementary schools, that have expressed an interest in piloting or being involved in the modified dress code for next year. And they are Elmore West, Brockton, Cleveland, Jackson, Pat Henry, Ridgecrest, Sweeney, and Wilson. I took the liberty of giving you from 3 of the 4 current schools that have the modified dress code just some comments that pretty much center around the economics, which was a fear about how less expensive it is for the modified dress code, and that they're basically happy with it. You're never going to get 100% consensus, but I think they're 4 happy schools. I can go into more details if you'd like, but that's our proposal. Thank you, Barry. Yes, ma'am, certainly. Elmore West, Brockton, Cleveland, Jackson, Pat Henry, Ridgecrest, Sweeney, and Wilson.
Okay, thank you. That is exciting news. I love it.
Okay. For boys, polo shirt, any color, no emblem. Slacks in black, blue, or khaki. Shorts in black, blue, or khaki. Sweatshirt, hoodie, or sweater is solid color, no emblem. All clothing must meet the LPS dress standards. For girls, polo shirt, any solid color, no emblem. Slacks, black, blue, or khaki. Shorts, black, blue, or khaki. Skirts, black, blue, or khaki. Jumper, blue, black, or khaki. Sweatshirt, hoodie, cardigan, any solid color, no emblem. They may use socks, tights, hair bows, etc. to express their individuality. Any questions?
I don't know if I heard correctly. How did those schools express their desire to do the code?
They, as far as I know, sampled their community, their patrons, their parents, to see what their wishes were, and in each case, the vast majority expressed an interest in participating for next year.
How many does that leave then? How many elementary is that?
That's roughly half of our elementary.
Okay.
Remind you, we're again. We did the 4 last year. We did the pilot program we heard earlier in the year. The feedback, which was very positive. These 8 are being done as a pilot program. There is a possibility that someone would come back and say, my community has decided that doesn't work. So again, it is a pilot program for these 8. However, I think that from the responses we received, and after people experience the lack of that this really has, it just simply still allows it to be given and addressed. We are just a little more, there's a little more continuity in what we allow to wear. So there have been very few issues throughout this year. I think we can take all the phone calls we've received in opposition to the start of the year and put them on one set of fingers, and I'm not even using a thumb. Because people really try, and we work with parents when there are those exceptional situations, and I can assure you, principals, many of them are here this evening, will work. And if you're a principal of a school in a new pilot program, you're handling it.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. I think
They are really looking to try to help our children take it to the next level. We're not going to make a claim that it's going to solve all this problem. We're not going to make a claim that it's going to solve all the academic problems. What we are going to make a claim is that we want our children to feel the best they can about who they are and what they do. And this just helps contribute to it anytime we have a standard that's a little bit higher than the norm. I do need a motion on this.
second.
Call the vote, please.
Ms. Romeo?
Yes.
Ms. John?
Yes.
Mr. Sharon?
Yes.
Dr. Seuss?
Yes.
Mr. Jester?
Yes.
Last year. Absolutely. Wow.
Okay. Do we have a need to pull anything from the consent agenda?
I do not.
I don't either.
Consider a motion.
Move to approve?
Second.
Call roll, please.
Dr. Seuss?
Yes.
Mr. Sharon?
Yes.
Ms. Romeo?
Yes.
Ms. John?
Yes.
Mr. Jester?
Yes. I believe the next item would be proposed executive session.
we go into executive session.
Second.
Call roll, please.
Mr. Sharam?
Yes.
Dr. Schutz?
Yes.
Ms. John?
Yes.
Ms. Romeo?
Yes.
Mr. Jester?
Yes.